Single women in their 40s. What are we doing to meet men? What are we doing?
Where are you supposed to meet a guy? Because like if it's not gonna happen at the bars and like you guys don't want to go to the bars, then where is it gonna happen?
I'm so single, like painfully single.
Single girlies, help me. Where are we meeting the men? Like, where do I meet a man?
Going into Barnes & Noble, look for men. Here we go.
I'm turning 33 next month and I'm clearly looking for a long-term relationship.
Are all the good single men being held in captivity somewhere?
I'm like painfully single. I've been single for about
like, I don't know. Where am I meeting them? I just can't. Someone needs to help me.
Being single is only fun if your friends are also single.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop, where we tell it like it is.
Are all the good single men being held in captivity somewhere? Where are we meeting decent men? Like guys who are actually ready for a relationship. I was out with my girlfriends last night. We're all young. We're all hot. We have hobbies. We have careers. We go to workout classes. We're thriving out and about baddies. And we can't seem to find decent single men to save our lives. Hinge is a bust. Tinder is just for hookup. Don't even get me started about Raya. Where are the men? Who is holding them hostage? Please set them free. I am begging you.
They're not missing. You're just not on their radar. The men you want are busy, selective, and not chasing every attractive woman in a group. They pick quietly, stick to their circles, and ignore the noise.
Where are you supposed to meet a guy? Because like if it's not gonna happen at the bars and like you guys don't want to go to the bars, then where is it gonna happen? Because I don't want it to happen at a grocery store. So I think we should bring back house parties and pre-games.
If you don't like random approaches and only want ideal settings like parties, you're shrinking your own options. Men meet women where access is easy, not where the rules keep changing.
I'm so single, like painfully single. In fact, I don't even have a target to post on my stories for. Do you know how single you have to be to not even have someone to trap with the thirst trap? There's no hope.
If your only strategy is thirst trapping for attention, the men worth having aren't even playing that game. They're not looking for signals. They're choosing based on substance, not who's posting for validation.
Single girlies, help me. Where are we meeting the men? Like, where do I meet a man? Just a little bit of context, like I'm in my 30s. I don't want to go out clubbing or go to pubs. I don't drink a lot. I don't think anyone can afford in this day and age to go out clubbing all the time unless you're an influencer and you get it for free. So where are we meeting them? I also get told a lot by guys because I read books and like my own company and like being in my own house, I'm boring. So where do you go if you don't drink that much or you don't want to go out clubbing? Like, where do you go? What do we do? Like, we meeting them at fucking Kmart? Like, I don't know. Where am I meeting them? I just can't. Someone needs to help me.
Men are building lives in those same spaces. Gym, work, hobbies, but they're not centering women anymore. So unless you naturally cross paths and add value, they're not going out of their way to pull you in.
I'm turning 33 next month and I'm clearly looking for a long-term relationship because I'm like getting a bit older. I'm not old, but like I'm getting older, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of like very over being single, but I just don't know where to find anyone. Like I go do things that people like I enjoy because everyone's like, go and do stuff that you enjoy. It's like, yeah, I go out, I go to the gym, I go for coffees, I go for walks, like stuff like that. But it's like, I just don't know how to approach people without being like a weirdo. I think I'm just gonna have to do it, but I'm always like scared of rejection and stuff like that, which most people probably are. But I'm like, I literally despise the apps. They're literally in the trenches and I don't know what to do because I'm actually like really wanting to try this year to find someone because I usually don't like try that hard. But I'm like, I'm in the mood to actually try because I don't want to be single forever. So if anyone could help, that would be great. Like, has anyone actually met someone that's not on the apps? Like recently, I'd love to know where you met them and like how you met them. That would be amazing. Thanks. Bye.
Men aren't chasing like before. They're focused on their own lives. So unless you're willing to approach, face rejection, and create real interaction, nothing happens because they're not stepping in to carry it anymore.
my ex and I broke up. And I really have not dated anyone, really flirted with anyone. I haven't met anyone, like, you know, been focusing on work, myself, yada, yada, yada. But really the truth is, like, I like my couch. I'm basically a cat lady with no cats. I just have 2 dogs. And I enjoy hanging out with my friends and like going to the movies and stuff. And like, I'm tired. I am at a point now where I do want to meet someone. And my biggest complaint is that there's no one in my building. And not that I want to date someone in my building, but it would just be nice to like have someone to maybe flirt with here and there as we pass through the hallways. Because like, I don't want to date someone in my building because I am trying to level up financially. And not that there's anything wrong with my building, but you know, I have expensive taste. And so I need someone who can help with funding that a little bit. I am my mother's daughter. Just am at that point where I'm ready to meet someone. But the thing is, in LA, it's like, where the fuck do you meet anyone? Like, I was just in New York, and it's so fun because a stone's throw away could be a bar, a lounge, a club, a dive bar, an arcade, like a restaurant. Like, there's just so many places that you could potentially meet someone. Here in LA, I swear, if I try to go out, it's like 20-year-olds. Or we're in WeHo and it's the gays. So as a 32-year-old girl, like my girls in LA, where do we go to meet men? And not just like men, but like good, eligible men that are worth dating and worth our time.
Men here, I want someone, but he also needs to fund my lifestyle. And they opt out. So they stay in their lanes, build their lives, and only engage where it feels like mutual value, not a financial expectation.
A quick little rant slash about being single. It sucks out here. If you guys are in a relationship, literally more power to you. I can't do this anymore. Like every day I just wake up and I'm like, what am I gonna do today? If it's not working, like what am I gonna do? Nothing is the answer. I get dressed and I go outside to do something and I'm all by myself and I try to like get myself out there. Like today I walked around and shopped and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna wear headphones. I'm just gonna walk around. So like if I were to run into somebody, whatever, nope, nothing. I go to the gym. I got a gym membership because I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll meet somebody at the gym. Nope, not meeting anybody there. Where do people meet people? How do I meet people? I don't like the apps. They're horrible. Where do I meet people? And then on Thursday night, it's the worst night to be single because I walk home from whatever I'm doing, probably either going to the grocery store or calling my mother on the phone, but I walk home from whatever I'm doing and there's people out just having drinks, you know, in their relationships having drinks. They're having cute little wine and like appetizer at the wine bar, or I don't know, maybe they're inside the apartment somewhere and they're cooking dinner together and like hanging out, and that's just like everything I've ever wanted. But instead I bought myself a ticket to a movie tonight at $350 by myself to go see Eternity, because guess who I'm spending eternity with? Apparently just me. Like there's nobody there. And would you ask, oh Madison, how's your love life? Non-existent. I have like internet crushes and celebrity crushes, and that's about it. I don't have a crush IRL. I haven't had a crush IRL in so long, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. Like I just want to crush. Like I want to talk to somebody, I want to crush. That would just be so nice to have. Yeah, so if you're ever wondering what it's like to be single in New York City, it's the worst. The worst. There's no love life. I have no love life. I have, again, internet crushes, and I'm too scared to slide in their DMs because that's embarrassing. Like, whatever.
A lot of men have already stopped treating everyday life like a meet cute opportunity and are focused. So they're not scanning gyms, streets, or shops for romance. And they're definitely not stepping up unless there's clear mutual interest and effort.
I really never thought I would be this single at 27 when all I am or all I want is at least a relationship, a partner, a best friend, someone to live a life with, build a life with, get married, have kids, the whole shebang. Like, I always think of people, which isn't like right of me, but I'm like, why are you 27? Like, why are you in your late 20s or early 30s and you're single? Like, what must be wrong with you that you're single at that age? But then I think of myself, I'm like, I am not perfect at all. I am not perfect at all. So I get it. I'm like, it might not just be them, but it, like, I'm just rambling at this point, but all I'm saying is, can this just be the year where I find my person? And while I'm on that, where are all the good, Christian, nice men? Where are the people that don't give up when times get tough? Where are the people that actually mean what they say? It's like, literally everyone around me is engaged, getting married, having kids, having their second and third kids, like, and I never thought I would be the single friend. I never thought that would be me. So, that's cool. I also hate dating apps. Like, I don't want to meet someone on a dating app. I
I want to meet someone genuinely in real life and have it go like that. Unless anyone on here. But so if you're in the central Illinois area, or really any state, because I'm graduating this May with my master's. My lease is up in June. I can go anywhere, okay? I can literally move it to any state. And it's really crossing my mind right now to just go. So central Illinois area or anywhere that's warm, has mountains, water, please comment below if you love God. It's number one. But why does it feel so embarrassing to be single at 27 when I just want to be starting and living a life with someone and having kids, like, at least by 29, you know?
Men aren't lining up to meet a strict checklist like faith plus timeline plus instant family plans. So when dating feels like a deadline instead of discovery, most men quietly opt out rather than sign up for pressure.
So I was at the gym locker room and this woman asked me if I was in a relationship or if I was single. And I said I was single and she's like, okay, good. Stay single. Trust me. You wouldn't want to be in a relationship. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry. There's a ring on your finger. Aren't you married? And she's like, yeah, but that's different. I'm like, how is it different? How is it that you as a married woman are telling me someone who is not married to not be married? Like, where is the freaking sense in this? She goes like, oh no, it's different nowadays. Nowadays, you guys have it rough. That's why you shouldn't want to be in a partnership or marriage or have kids. None of that. I'm like, well, you have kids and you're married and you're telling me what I should and shouldn't want. And I'm just saying this because, you know, for instance, I have a successful business that I operate and run on my own. And if someone were to ask me, I am not going to tell somebody, no, don't do it. It's a lot of hard work. You know, go slave away for the corporations instead. I am not going to say that to somebody. I'm not going to scare somebody away. I'm not going to discourage somebody from wanting something that I already have. And I don't get it. I really, really don't. And I'm just saying this because there was a video that came up on my FYP of a woman saying the same exact thing. Single people, single women, you don't want a man, trust me. And I get it. It's really, really rough out there, but by no means should anybody be encouraging something, especially if they have that same thing that that person wants. Like, that is so crazy. It is so normal to want partnership. It is so normal to want relationships. It is so normal to desire to have children and families and things like that.
That kind of advice often turns personal relationship frustration into a general attack on men, where instead of acknowledging her own experience, she frames marriage and men as the problem. So it's less helpful warning and more projecting bad experiences onto men.
Going into Barnes & Noble to look for men. Here we go. Just women so far. Women and kids. And couples. So many couples. No, nothing. Nobody. No. Couples. Not a single. Not one single man. I'm gonna be single forever.
Barnes & Noble isn't a single man marketplace. It's just people running errands, and dating isn't happening on display. Most single men are there briefly, focused and not walking around signaling availability.
Why does everyone on this app say that you won't meet your husband at a bar or a club? I think the gym is the last place that I'd want to meet a man. You're telling me that if you go on a date with a man and it goes horribly, you have to see him every day at the gym after that. You're telling me that you join a run club and you go on a date with a man and he ghosts you, that you have to run with him the next day. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. At least if I meet him at a bar or a club, I can go on a date with him, and then if it just doesn't work out, I never have to see him again. I hate eye contact. And I also don't want to get married and say that I met my man on Tinder. Maybe it was fate that we were both drinking at the same bar on a fucking Friday. I actually think the bar is the best place to meet a man. Like, how are you actually meeting people by staying in your room all weekend and not socializing? I have met so many people on nights out, and I've met mutual friends, I've met best friends, I've just met so many fucking people. Especially here in Melbourne as well, I feel like if you go to a certain bar or a certain club or a certain event, you're going to that place because of the music, the vibes, the people, and 90% of the time, you're going to run into someone that has similar interests as you, similar fashion as you, similar... I'm single, so maybe don't listen to me. Maybe I just need to stop going out. But like, I just don't believe that if I stop going out, I will find the love of my life. No, don't believe that.
Bars and clubs aren't romantic hubs anymore. They're loud, high distraction environments where most men go for friends, fun, or escape, not relationship, honey. So while you might meet people there, the serious, intentional guys you're looking for are usually not trying to build anything in that setting. That's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.